Recording in progress.
I'm just waiting for a few people, more people to join in. So our agenda today is what is it that we can do to reduce the pollution, the wastage, the energy that we have in our offices and our spaces. We have seen a lot of pressure coming in from the global players, whether it is the signing of the Paris Treaty on energy reduction from thermal to other alternative sources of energy. Pressure from the investors to start implementing bigger and better, bolder ESG programs within the offices. And also pressure from the consumer who expect the brands to change and become more eco-friendly. In India, because of our rapid industrial growth and a large population, we have a strange set of paradigms where we are looking at challenges of growth versus feeding a few million people who are starving every day. Our growth and our energy needs grow day by day, and we are facing challenges which are not similar or are the same challenges in the rest of the world. We, as in India, sit on 4% of the global's freshwater resources, but have 18% of the world's population. By 2030, we think we will need double the amount of potable water that we currently have. But our challenge, that 75% of our water is polluted. We do not have the resources and the freshwater resources to meet the needs of the growing population as well as the growing needs of the people for fresh water. Our challenges on plastic are at a different level altogether. We are the world's largest producer of plastic waste. Only 20% of our plastic is going into recycling. The 80% are going into landfills, oceans, and the rivers. There is a study which shows that nearly 5 grams of plastic is ingested into us every week. That is equivalent to a credit card. And that's the reason we have so many health issues coming in. We will talk more about this during a presentation by Mr. Advait. Our growing energy needs are another challenge. We produce 56% of our energy from geothermal sources. And 30% of that energy is consumed by buildings, which are the residential and the commercial buildings. And out of which 80% of that power goes into air conditioning and the lighting load. What is it that we can do to reduce these air conditioning loads and the power needs is another topic. The way forward is reducing consumption, embracing more and more green buildings, and building a sustainable green structure. And our offices, which basically will be more energy efficient, less wastage of plastic and water, and also reduction in chemicals. We will be covering some of these aspects today. My input to the people who are joining in today, is to understand that sustainability and eco-friendly measures are not a cost. They are a necessity. And we will show you today that we can achieve our goals on sustainability and also lower our costs. We can use this not only as a tool to attract talent, to earn brand loyalty, but also to improve operational efficiency. Our speakers today will cover some of these aspects and ensure that what we can implement easily. And I'm very sure that you are the people who are actually deciding a lot of these things for your institutes and for your buildings. I would like you to take a little strong stance. It's a personal appeal from my side to you all. Please, we need your help to get this going. I will introduce today's. So we have Mr. Kshitij Chaudhary, who speaks, the founder and CEO of a company called Cesar, which is basically producing natural enzyme-based cleaners. Second speaker today is Mr. Advait Kumar. He is the CEO and founder of a company called Swajal, which basically is going to be handling the drinking water in offices and in hospitality sector. And we have Suresh Babu, who is a technical lead at 3M, and he manages the sustainability pillar for 3M, and he also handles the products which go into making your facilities more sustainable. I would request Kshitij to share his screen and start the proceedings for today.
Mr. Kshitij, I think you're on mute. I'm unable to hear. Just a heads up.
Now I'm audible. Okay, so I should start from the beginning now. So, as we said, our tagline is be a part of solution, not pollution. So we'll provide you some solutions against the pollution we generate with the help of bioenzymes. Let's talk about directly with what is bioenzymes. Bioenzymes are basically microbes, and those microbes who secrete the enzymes. And we deal with these bioenzymes with every breath we take. I give you an example, and then I will try to explain you how strong and essential bioenzymes are. Like we human beings eat the food and digest it in our tummy with the help of enzymes and microbes. We digest that food and release stool. Now, let's go to the cow. Cow eat grass, digest the grass, and release it in stool, half digested food, with the help of microbes and with the help of enzymes. Now, let's talk about the non-vegetarian, like lion, tiger. They eat the flesh, meat, digest it in their tummy, and release the stool. So it means microbes can digest the vegetable, they can digest the grass, they can digest the meat. Now let's go deep inside the sea. One fish will eat another fish, and they even digest the bones. So the microbes are that much powerful that they can even break down and digest the bones. Okay, so the process, what we call that digestion inside the tummy, when these microbes do this needful thing outside the tummy, that is called bioremediation process. So how this process works? See, microbes secrete the enzyme. Enzyme go and target the molecular joint of the target audience, like these enzyme like proteinase, amylase, lipase. Lipase is going to target the fat. Cellular proteinase is going to target the protein, and the urease is going to target the urea. So when it will target the target audience, break the molecular structure, this single cell will be free, and I'm a microbe, I'm a living being, I need food, I will eat it and finish it off. So you can say these microbes are the natural janitor of nature. Okay, they can clean and eat and finish up anything. So that digestion process, what we are doing inside our tummy, can we do this digestion process outside the tummy? Yes, we can do it. So what we have done, we have cultured some microbes, and with the combination of those microbes, we have developed few products which will help you out for your sustainability goals. The first product we are discussing here is Sijar Bioseptic. That is a solution for your STP plant, for your septic tank, or your ETP plant, which is dealing with organic waste. In our STP plants, we have to deal with organic waste. We need to filter it out and we need to take care. If we use that microbes that go and eat and finish the organic matter in our STP plant, it will be very easy to take out the filtered water that we can be recycle and reuse, and we will meet all the parameters. And by doing all these things, we will help you out to reduce your aeration cost by 50%. So practically, when you do the calculation, you are going to earn money by adopting our system in your STP plant. as saving on in electricity, because aeration cost is the 70 to 80% cost of your STP plant. This is the solution we have. Another solution is Manura, where we help you out to compost your organic waste without any machine or without any infrastructure within 15 to 21 days without any bad smell. And if you have a biogas plant, we will help you out to get double the yield of biogas plant with the help of these microbes. This is a consortium of microbes which break down your organic matter and take care of your organic waste. And the another consortium of microbes is Urix, where we can help you out to convert your existing washroom into waterless washroom. You will be glad to know even our body release that enzyme is known as urease enzyme. Even in our urine, urease enzyme is found. Our body release that urease enzyme to break down the urea available in our urine. What we have done, we have just developed a consortium of the microbe which release the urease enzyme, which go to your urinal and break down the urea available in your urine. So you need not to release the water, to throw the water like your urine, which have 95% of the water. So why I require water to throw the water away? Okay. And the best part is now we have done the automation of this system. We will provide you automatic dispensing system, which is 100% programmable, which will keep on spraying the enzyme in your urinal pot, and no manual intervention will be required. So here you can save lots of water in your urinals. Now we thought, like with the help of these enzymes, why not we should develop some cleaning agents? Like we can break down the organic matter, we can break down the oil, we can break down the urea. So why not we make the cleaning agents? But then what we have done, we have taken the surfactant in terms of soap nut, add some vinegar, add some lime, and boost it with these bioenzymes. So when we boost it with bioenzyme will break down the soil, and the surfactant, all these things clean and give you the natural and organic cleaning agent. And the best part is all these bioenzyme based cleaning agents are pH neutral. pH neutral means water. So practically you are doing the cleaning with water in your premises without any chemical. So we have developed the entire range of housekeeping. We have developed the entire range of kitchen. We have developed entire range of laundry. And the best part in the laundry range, we save your 50% of water and 50% of electricity in your laundry operation, which is the 70% cost of your total laundry operation. So that's why again I'm saying, as I said in STP, you earn money while adopting our system. In laundry again, you earn money when you adopt our system in your laundry system. Now we were talking about the ESG, everybody is talking about sustainability, how we will help you out in your sustainability goals. In terms of environmental impact, as I told you, we can help you out to recycle and reuse your water to help you out in your STP plant. We can help you out to reduce the water consumption in your waterless urinal system. We can help you out to convert your organic waste into compost or biogas. That is the environmental impact we are going to give. We are going to give you the environmental impact to unchemical your property. When you use our cleaning agent, you are using the natural and organic bioenzyme based cleaning agents, and you are unchemicaling your premises by using our cleaning agent. And the most important part is, as I said, these are the bioenzyme based cleaning agents. They are highly concentrated. So means 1 can of Cijar bioenzyme cleaning agent is at least equal to 4 to 5 can of conventional cleaning chemicals. So you are saving 75% of the plastic usage in your premises. Okay. If we talk about the social impact, as I said, all the products are natural and organic and pH neutral. There is no hazardous fumes, no VOC in our cleaning agents. So as a user, if it go for the contact in your skin, if you go for contact for your eye, if you even inhale it, if you even drink it, it is 100% safe for you. For firefighting, it is water. It is non-flammable. For accidental release, if it is by accident, you throw on the floor, on the water, in everything, it is 100% safe. As it is a water, it is 100% stable and is 100% organic and natural. So when you are using all these sort of products, so that the user in your premises for housekeeping stuff, kitchen stuff, it is safe for them. For the visitor or the stakeholder who is visiting in your property, because there is no chemical in your property, there is no VOC in your property, the air quality will be very fresh. So this is safe for them also, and you are not releasing any pollutant in the environment. So this is covering your social responsibility. In terms of your governance, we help you out to achieve your governance, as all the products are Green Pro certified. We are the first and only company in India whose all the bioenzymes and bioenzyme based cleaning agents are green certified. Our 32 products are green certified. So we help you out in terms of paperwork, in terms of your regulatory compliances, by providing you the green certifications and lots of ISO certification that you require. Now, the another point is carbon credit point. When you recycle your water, you earn the carbon credit point. When you recycle your waste, you earn the carbon credit point. When you save the water, you earn the carbon credit point. When you convert your urinal into waterless urinal, you save the battery cost and electricity cost. You earn the carbon credit point. Like I give you example, as I said, that our 1 can is at least equal to 4 can of cleaning chemicals. One of our customer, when we did the calculation only in plastic can saving, the calculation happened, it was 54,000 carbon credit point in a year against the cleaning chemical when they shifted to us in 1 year. And if you do the calculation of 54,000 carbon credit point multiplied by only 100 rupees of trading rate of carbon credit point, 54 lakh rupees only saving in plastic. Rest other things are different. So this is how we help you out for all these things. I have covered all these topics very fast as we have a very less time. You please share, comment in the comment box if you want to cover any of the topic on a lengthy, on a very elaborated way. We will definitely love to do it in coming sessions. Thank you. Gurpreet, over to you.
Thank you, Kshitij. People, that was a small preview into the option of the new world of enzyme cleaners. Again, I will reiterate the fact that not only is it a part for you to achieve your ESG goals, but also to make sure that the chemicals that are flowing into your STPs and into your drainage systems could actually help you improve the quality of the sludge going into the sewage system, because the microbes would continue to work in the continuous flow method also, in the sense that you will basically not be killing the microbes. You'll probably be digesting more and more organic matter, which end of the day is going to improve the quality of your STP or the plants that you're throwing your discharge into. I would now request Advait. Advait is the head and founder of a company called Swajal. The brand that goes around and that you see probably in a lot of the corporate spaces and in the hospitality sector is a brand called Boon. Swajal is probably one of the largest stakeholders in the hospitality space, in the bottling plants across the country. We welcome Advait, and over to you.
Yeah, hi. Thank you so much, Bedi, and thank you so much for organizing this amazing webinar. And of course, I just loved hearing what Kshitij said about the bioenzymes and everything. I think that's a great saving. I hope I am audible properly. So I will quickly. So basically, I want to mostly talk about drinking water, and before we start, maybe later on I will give a quick, maybe a video also. So first thing I think want to introduce, I think you guys must be hearing a lot about microplastics. And microplastics are basically, so nowadays our clothes, the fabric that we wear, everything has plastic, and therefore this microplastic is now getting into water, into our supply, and it is going into other things. So then of course we are consuming this microplastic as well. So there was actually a study that found that 93% of bottled water had microplastic contamination. So there's a difference between plastic that is ruining our environment. Of course, we all can see that, plastic everywhere. But there is also microplastic, which we are ingesting. The long-term exposure to this is something nobody knows. But one thing that was very sad was that we have even found microplastic in mother's milk. So that's how much microplastic contamination has happened. So even our babies are now ingesting this. And the exposure could have inflammatory diseases, hormonal disruption. If people are aware of, how we used to use asbestos in 1930s, 40s for building material, or doctors used to recommend cigarettes during that day. Microplastic could be something that 30 years from now, 40 years from now, people say, oh my God, they were eating so much microplastic. As a matter of fact, in that study, it was a study by State University of New York. India actually had the third highest microplastic contamination. And I will not name the brand, but a couple of very, very large brands had very severe microplastic contamination. So this is a very large issue. And the effects of it is something just we are going to see as we go into the future. So what I will do is I will also try to see if there's any questions, and I'll try to answer them. Just 1 second. Yeah. Okay. So now when it comes to plastic water, when you buy a bottle, even if you buy a 20-liter water jar, it's very interesting to know what you're actually paying for, because you're not paying for the water itself. If you will see a lot of news articles saying that this big company from US, they're actually not paying anything for drawing water from our reservoirs. The cost of water is negligible. It's a couple of rupees per KL, as you will be aware. Actually, the maximum amount you're paying is actually for the cost of distribution. You're not even paying for plastic. Even nowadays, you would see if you open the plastic bottle, it starts spilling because the plastic is also. So that is the second source of major contamination. It's not the bottle itself, but it's the transportation of that bottle to you. So for example, a lot of packaged water comes from Baddi in Himachal Pradesh. A lot of packaged water now comes from outside our cities. And I put a picture, just everybody has seen these tempos coming in. And so it's just weight. A 20-liter jar is 20 kgs. So this is just weight every day coming to you, and that's the carbon emission. So the carbon emissions involved is, for example, I've taken an American chart, but it's almost so for 1 ounce of PET, it's about 5 ounces of CO2. So if 1 gram will have 5 grams of CO2 produced. So it's massive amount, because the transportation is actually enormous cost of carbon emissions, more than what is visible. Yes, we can see a lot of plastic around, but the generation of the transportation and all of that is even higher. And sadly, the water quality itself is very questionable. Recently, we had an outbreak in Pune for GBS, and that was linked to certain water facilities which were packaging. And actually, there was a report that said almost 50% of the water is spurious. You've all seen it. Instead of Kinley, you have Kilray, Bisleri, you have Birleri. There's so many. Even you keep hearing this. The water itself, the quality is very questionable. And on the other hand, of course, as everybody would know, ROs waste a lot of water, to the point that NGT has banned it. Supreme Court has currently stated this, but this is a hot issue. This is a big issue, because RO is not a one size fits all. Unfortunately, RO has been marketed so much that we feel that RO is the solution to all our problems, but that's not the case. In a lot of companies we work with, actually, they don't need RO. For them, ultrafiltration is just good enough. And there's a lot of misinformation in this case, because the stakes are so high. These companies, they are the water purification, it's the enormous margins that they work with. So the stakes are so high that there is a lot of misinformation around this. So what's that? So we are basically at a bit of a problem. We have plastic has a lot of issues. It has carbon emissions, it has microplastics, and I mean, this is an enormous number. We make 1 million plastic bottles. Sorry, we sell 1 million plastic bottles every minute. And on the other hand, ROs are terrible, right? So we are in a situation. So what do we do? Where do we get water from? And yeah, before that, I want to also say, so the world is responding. Europe has banned plastic, and I've talked about NGT plastic. So this is happening. I mean, plastic is going away. Even India has banned plastic less than 300 ml, I believe. And so there's a lot of the problems over here. So what do we do? So I thought it is very interesting. So my son was just born 7-8 months ago, and I was thinking, that he will be born in a day where even air is not going to be free. And it's the same for a lot of us. Water used to be free, but water, now we are conditioned that it has to be done like that. I mean, we have to buy bottles, we have to get 20-liter jars and all of that. So I thought it's very interesting to mention, how did this whole concept of bottled water start? Because it's very interesting. Back in 1930s, there was a company called Evian, and Evian wanted to sell water. So nobody, of course, was buying water. So how did they actually manage to convince us? They started saying that, okay, get better water for your babies, for your children. And as parents, you will do anything for your children. And so the first time actually they were able to convince people to buy packaged water was, funnily enough, in bottled water, was Evian back in the day. So I've got some vintage ads for you to see how they started conditioning. And if you think about RO back in the day, that was the same message, that this is about your family. Can you take a risk with your family, with the quality of water with your family and all of that? And so this is how the whole thing started. And I think the best, what do we do, right? And so, of course, now, of course, one can also say that, it's not the same time. Earlier, the quality of water was much better. Now, the quality of water is terrible, especially of those of you who are in Noida. Yes, water quality is so bad, there's nothing you can do. But what can we do? And I think the best way to think is that we need to reclaim our past in this particular case. Some things we had better back in the day, so we at Boon basically have come up with the idea that you should, as in the old days, we used to have water on premises available. That is what you should have. You basically cut the entire cost of transportation, and you cut the entire cost of plastic. And so the cost of water is actually cheaper. But there is a modern twist to this, because now the quality of water is very bad. So what we have done is that we actually, so think about this way, think about an air conditioner in your house, right? So, and if your room is hot, the AC will run on full blast mode. And as your room becomes cold, the AC will slow down. And so if you think about your water purifiers, they all work on one speed, which is full speed, on or off. And therefore, what we did was, it's a very simple thing, but it's very effective. What we did is we created a way to control the speed of that. And by doing that, what we are able to do is, so let's say that right now I'm using, so a typical RO purifier is using an RO membrane 100% of the time. What we do is we can adjust how much should we use it. Should we use it 5% of the time? Should we use it 10% of the time? So for example, in places like Noida, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. It has to be 100% of the time. But in places like Gurgaon, again, Gurgaon is also a mix. For example, Dwarka Expressway, we have terrible water quality. But in core Gurgaon, we have better quality of water. You can just adjust it to use less and less RO. And so we can rely on other filtrations. I think somebody asked a question, instead of RO, what can we use? So the honest answer to that is that if the quality of water is terrible, if you are higher than 300 TDS, there's nothing you can do. You have to use an RO. But if your quality of water is not bad, you can go for ultrafiltration. This is commercially available technology. But what we do specifically is that we automatically support in choosing that. So in Gurgaon, for example, during the rainy season, we have a big problem of muddy water coming in. And so basically when that happens, it checks the quality of water and adjusts this percentage accordingly. So we are basically what we do is it's using the same set of things that we have before, but in a little bit smarter fashion. So maybe a better way to think about it would be that an EV also gets you to from point A to point B, but in a different way. So you still get the same A to B, but in a way that's a little bit different. And we have actually been pioneering this with Tack for a very long time. We started our first project in 2019. So now we have so much intelligence and information, and thanks to the great AI boom. For example, let's say you say my zip code is 122002 in Gurgaon. So we can just pull to our data and say, okay, this is exactly what filter you would need because we have another client close by, and this is what we have seen from their filter usage and whatnot. So that's water AI. Basically, it monitors the quality of water and it monitors the filter health. Very simple. But what it does is it wastes less water, retains more minerals, and you make water in your premise. By the way, if a lot of people ask me, I don't know if we have a question here, but a lot of people ask me, what's the best case scenario? Best case scenario is that we get great quality water in our tap. I wish we all go to our government and say, we want our air back, we want our water back. But till that happens, this is a good bridge in between. So there's a sanitary ware company based out of Spain called Roca. So we are funded by Roca. We have lots of, we are actually funded by Department of Science and Technology, and we have a technology development bank grant. Lofin is a Swiss brand, which is also funded. So we are very technology oriented. We have multiple patents on this. We supply a lot of purification systems to villages, Punjab. Our brand name Swajal is also used a lot. And I'll quickly introduce. So this is our Purify products for on-premise purification, so which you can put in your premise, and your team can go and get hot, cold, normal water. It has the same what we call as water AI and ultra osmosis technology. And then we have a refill system in which you can fill water bottles. So this is primarily used by hotels, right side, and left side is primarily used for point of use. And the refill, the game is very simple. Again, you make your own water bottle. The glass water bottle goes to your premise, then comes back, gets washed, filled, and then again goes to premise. So you're removing plastic, you're removing carbon emissions, and you're getting glass water bottle at a cost cheaper than buying plastic bottle. So it's just a win-win-win. Premium bottle, less emissions, better price. Surrounding this, of course, we have a lot of technology. You can monitor your how much trees you have saved, how many carbon emissions you have saved, which way we can interact with your end employees or your end customers or guests. So we have QR code. I have something on the screen here. If you like, you can scan this QR code and you will get a page, something like this. This is just a sample for you. So you're just able to see the TDS, the pH, and all of this for that particular machine. And yeah, we have lots of glass bottles which we can work with, and things like that. We are working with, we are in 9 different countries. We are working with almost all major hotels. We're working with a lot of major corporations. So that's what we have. And I want to just leave everyone here with a very interesting, quick story. So we also have put water ATMs in railway stations. So water ATM is our trademark. And in railway stations, you can basically go pay 2 rupees and get some water. And so initially we had put in a title over there saying clean drinking water, or in Hindi we put it Swachh Peene Ka Pani. And nobody was coming to our water ATM to take water. So we were surprised, why were people not coming? And so ultimately somebody said, no, you need to change the name. So we changed it from clean drinking water to RO water. And then people started coming. because people don't know what is clean water, but people know what is RO water. So that is the level of marketing we have. Even general public knows RO. This is something, and you will not see this in any country anywhere, that RO, reverse osmosis, people know. So yeah, that's the level of our RO marketing. And I hope in the coming decades we can change that. So yeah. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Advait. So the important thing that I think between what Kshitij said and what Advait is trying to tell is that in India, we have some inherent deficiencies and challenges. Good quality drinking water, good air are very basic to most economies across the world. We are struggling with our air pollutions, with our water pollution, with the amount of power that we generate. So the important thing here is that what is it that we can do to minimize the impact on the environment? The second thing that I think the participants need to be aware of is that all these tools are ways for you to earn carbon credits. We are looking at products which are more economical. So that's when we talked about efficiency. When we talked about the cost reductions, I guess the point made by Advait and Kshitij was that these are tools which will not only help you reduce your cost, but also improve your operational efficiencies. So as long as people within the community of housekeeping, facility managers, people who run the ESG programs within the corporates understand that this necessarily does not come at a cost, because that's what you hear most often. When we go into meetings in locations, people say, "ठीक है, but कौन करेगा change? Why should I change? Why should I upset the current Apple cart? Why should I be the one who should be taking risk in bringing in the change?" And that's one thing that we were trying to basically bring into this seminar and bring to the people, that the change will come when we take a stand. The change needs to come. And these are tools which are now tested, even though that none of the two speakers who speak are global brands. They are Indian startups. They are going global. They are moving to the rest of the world. They are making a mark. But the point is that, who builds the cat, who takes the challenge, which are the people who will say, yes, let me have a go at it. I think the hospitality sector probably realized it much earlier than the corporate sector. And I think the most of the water that you drink across most starred hotels across the country would be powered by Boon. I am trying to do a small poll right now. I request if all people could actually, can you see the poll? So my only thing was that if you could, write your remarks, and also in the chat box, we can see a lot of questions coming in, a lot of it pertaining to, trials and options. And I would bring Kshitij back in maybe in the end of the seminar, where we try and tell you, okay, so if you want to get a feel or a taste of the power of the product, both in terms of cost saving as well as its efficiency, what is it that the company can do? What is it that Kshitij can bring to the table with people who have participated? And how is it that we bring value? I'll keep the poll on for the next minute. I'd request everyone, if you guys could just put in the thing. We'll try and, get a feel of what is it that will interest you? What is it that you are working on in your organizations? Meanwhile, our next panelist is Suresh Babu. Suresh comes with a huge amount of experience on products from 3M, most of them linked to building care products. What you've been seeing mostly, which you taste and feel, are products like the Scotch Brites, the floor pads, the dust control mats from 3M. I guess most of the people who are today on the show would have tasted and experienced but how is it that you are making a difference in the sustainability chain, and how is it that how is 3M trying to help you reduce your carbon footprint as well as your environmental issues, is something that we will take up in this presentation. Suresh Babu. So the poll is obviously very clear that yes, organizations are actively trying to take actions to achieve their ESG goals. I can also, obviously, there are some people who say yes, not fully, but partially. So as part of the SEBI guidelines, which I've been educated by Kshitij on and off, and also by Advait and 3M, more and more notifications from the government asking the top 500 and then the top 1,000 and the top 2,000 corporations to file in their report card on what they have done to achieve their ESG goals. So I guess a lot to do with environment, sustainability, and also on the governance part. But so I guess a lot of the discussion today would be on what you can do as part of your environment initiatives. The most common thing that most corporates have done is, okay, installed solar panels and, moved on to paper products which are recycled, etc. I guess probably everybody could do a little more, and everybody could probably take a little more initiative on, bringing in that change, and also be able to get the appreciation of their employees as well as the management, where people would like to see what is it that we do to bring in the change. Over to you. You're muted right now, Suresh. I will. Just give me a second. Suresh, you can start. Your presentation is on, but we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now, at least?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
clear.
yeah. Thank you very much.
If you can just share your screen now.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, Gurpreet, I hope you can hear me now.
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Gurpreet, and thank you, the co-panelist. It's really like you guys have set up very good tempo over here regarding the sustainability and to achieve the goals. So I'm Suresh Babu. I'm from 3M, and in 3M we believe the sustainable goals can be achieved by one more way by reducing the consumption of material, energy, water, and waste. So our products are basically targeting these elements to reduce the one of this consumption or multiple of this consumption, so that you can have a very good sustainable product to you. So we are like achieving this thing by facility management. One way you can do the sustainable facility management by using advanced chemicals or the sustainable chemicals, which is based on the bio material, and something like a glass cleaner, which is free from any solvent, highly concentrated. It is not only going to give cleaning, it will going to protect the surface so that you don't need to do a frequent cleaning. You can reduce the cleaning frequency. Maybe if you're doing a 4 times cleaning, you can do 1 time cleaning, so that how you can reduce the water, raw material consumption as well as energy. Similar stand, we have a stainless steel cleaner cum protector. Like that, we have a product mainly cleaning cum protection. So it can give a long lasting clean surface, and it will be acting as a stain resistant surface, and you can maintain it at a very low energy cost as well as chemical. And similarly, we have a very good maintenance product. Another way of maintaining your facility green by selecting the right design, something like having a window frame, sun energy control window frame, which will going to block the radiation, sun radiation getting into your building premise, which will definitely going to reduce the requirement of your air conditioning, and you can have a very good like a energy saving over there. And there was one Subroto, he asked like, can we do ROI with the 3M window films and center control frames? Definitely we can do. We just need a coordinates of your location and your building orientation. And based on that, we can come up with the proper ROI, and we can let you know whether you can recover the cost within 3 years or 4 years. That we can do and show it to you. And the second, we have a building premise safety, like something like a anti-skid and safety glasses. And we have a various interior design products, which is again based on the sustainable products, something like certified from the lead credit organization. So let's move to the sustainable facility management. So in this, we are mainly talking about the how to maintain the facility by using the sustainable product. So first one I'm talking here, floor pads. So currently people are using a lot of chemicals and a lot of process, water, etc. to shine the floor, especially on the marble floor and terrazzo floor. So the best part of our product is that you don't need to use any chemical. You just need to use 3M pad in the sequence. All of them are green seal certified. Along with the water, no chemical, and you will get one of the best gloss in marble and terrazzo floor. And plus, it will going to save your 50% cost and increase the productivity by double. So that is a benefit we can give you by using 3M a green product, a floor pad without any chemicals. So we are not even asking to use any chemical while maintaining the floor with the 3M pads. I do have one video, small video, to share with you to show how this product is working. So that's the product, like only using water and the pad, you can get one of the optimum gloss on the terrazzo and all the marble floor. So you can get rid of all the chemicals. And this is like a really one of the right fit for you if you want to go for a sustainable and cost saving and improve your productivity. And the second product we are talking about, it's like a mainly for the vinyl floor and the LVT laminate epoxy floor. You want to restore it. You want to like make it look like a new. You want to extend the life of the your vinyl floor. So we do have a very good products here. The coating is there. The coating will going to give a foundation. Then you can maintain easily by using a pad, simple pad. So you can make our floor look like a newer and glossier for long lasting. And the plus, this is going to provide you the anti-skid surface also along with that. I will just share the video how it look like. This is a vinyl floor old and this is a like a new Green certified. First you need to use the STP pad. This is basically to clean the surface. This process will make the floor dull, but it will give a very deep cleaning. Then there is a pad called Clean and Shine pad, again Green certified pad. This will improve the shine of the floor. Before applying coating, make sure that the floor is completely free from dust or particles. Finally, we apply this polygon coating. This will enhance the gloss, make the floor look like a new, plus make a floor stain resistant, anti-skid at the same time. As you can see before after for any one and epoxy floor you can do it. So we do have most of the floor solution with this. And the next topic is like matting. We believe very strongly the matting is very critical because our mattings are capable to remove around 99% dirt or control at the entrance. So less the dirt or any foreign particle entering into your premise, it will make your facility look cleaner as well as long lasting in terms of floor maintenance. So we have done some kind of study where 2000 people can bring up to 1 kg of dirt inside the premise. Just imagine to clean this kind of dirt inside your premise if you don't have a proper matting system. So our matting system will going to provide you a lead points, a partial lead points when you use this thing in terms of maintaining your facility greener and avoiding any kind of re-maintenance because of the dirt getting into your premise. So we have three way system called Z-web matting, loop matting, and aqua matting. When the person come from here, this three matting is make sure that almost your shoe is completely clean from any kind of dirt. And then the chemicals, in the chemicals, as I said you that we do have a chemicals, but they are not like a general chemicals. They are more like a protection chemicals. Once you clean with this chemical, thus it will going to protect the surface. Either it's a glass surface or metal surface, something like a stainless steel surface. So these are like a bio-based material. So since it's a bio-based material, as well as it does not have any reactive material, non-flammable product, this is, and comes with a green seal certification. This small demonstration how these products works for the glass cleanup. fingerprint, oil marks are very difficult class and statistics. This product also provides the anti-fogging. Anti, so you can get with this product. So, and the design, inside the design, I will go quickly. We have a sun control film to reduce the energy consumption of your building and maintain your building cooler. And the safety films also we can provide you. And we can do a refurbishment if you want to do a quick refurbishment. If you don't want to discard that furniture or that door, you can do quick refurbishment with your Dyna product. Again, this is a green product. You will going to get a LEED credit over here to improve your sustainable points here. And we do have various interior graphics. Again, it comes with the green guard and non-PVC material, which will going to help you to refurbish your surface along with the green seal certification. And these are the certification we do have, which we can provide you once you start using our product, so that you can give it to the auditor and enhance your LEED credit of your building. So like that's all I have from my end. And let me know if you have any questions or inquiry, please share with the Tack Innovation. And we are ready to conduct a free demo for your facility once we receive your query. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Suresh. So I can see some questions for you, Suresh, here. So a few of the questions are pertaining to the glass, the floor cleaning things. If you can just have a look at the chat box and answer some of the questions, I would be grateful. Meanwhile, I will request the various participants to kind of share their views on what they want in terms of the 3M solutions. So one of the things that we basically wanted to come back and kind of re-emphasize is, yes, it is possible for all the things that we've discussed today across on a pan-India basis. Demos and samples can be organized at your locations, and also samples provided for the same. All that you need to do is send in your request. I will share the email IDs and our contact details very shortly, or the mails that you would have received from us, inviting you to the webinar. You can respond to those mails also. Number one. Number two, Kshitij, you could answer. There are some questions on, if you could unmute yourself, we could take up some of the questions. There were questions pertaining to demos at the STP level, if you can answer that question. And there was a question to Suresh Babu regarding is cleaning of floor tiles possible? Suresh, if you could answer that question, I'd be grateful.
Yeah, we can do the cleaning of floor tiles by using the cleanance and pads. You can easily maintain your floor tiles by using cleanance and pads for your floor. And there is one more question. Does it contain ammonia, glass cleaner? No, it does not contain any ammonia. And it's made with the bio-based material. And there was one more question, like can it remove the sealant? No, it will not going to remove the sealant, but we do have alternate product for that to remove the sealant. Once you connect to the Tack Innovation, we will definitely help you with a proper demo at your site.
Thank you very much, Suresh. So just to kind of also clarify one thing, the cleaning of tiles, ceramic or vitrified, possible. To restore or to bring in the gloss may be a challenge. Most of our products that we talked about today, which uses the floor pads, are for floor restoration, which typically allows you to achieve high gloss levels and restoration of the natural stones in the vinyls, which bring it to their past glory, is what's easy. And the second thing that I wanted to emphasize here was that we are doing this all with plain water and no chemicals. Suresh, can you just tell me a little bit about the current methodology, which is most popular, which is, I guess, crystallization and thing, how we make a difference on the fertility and the stone quality also?
Yeah, thank you, Gurpreet, for bringing this point. So basically, the crystallization is based on the oxalic acid and fluoric acid, which is very hazardous, which will be like not only like damaging the floor, it's damaging the environment also. So you keep on repeatedly using this product every day to maintain your floor gloss. So the beauty of here with the Tack innovation and 3M is that you will be using a pad and water, no chemicals. So really it's like going to give a very good advantage and better gloss and easy to do. Anybody can do it because if the chemical is there, you need a specialist to do the restoration, crystallization. In this case, just the person need to know how to run the machine, attach the pad, some passes, then he is with its original gloss. No need to worry about anything. So the cost will going to come down and you will be improving the sustainability goals.
Okay, thank you, Suresh. Kshitij, there were some questions on the chat box. If you could kind of
Yes.
clarify some of the
So
doubts that the
there's a
participants had.
question, how does our product work in waterless, urinal, and oily floors? And there is a question, can your enzyme help in reduction of smell in urinal and cafeteria? Yes, definitely our product will eliminate the malodor from urinal and cafeteria. We can take care of the oily floors. And how our product works in waterless urinal, as I said, we believes in bioenzymes only. So bioenzymes are the microbes who secrete the enzymes. The target audience, as per the target audience, our products are containing that particular enzymes. Like if you are talking about urinals. So in urinals, who is the main cause to create the bad smell? That is the urine. When urea oxidize, it release ammonia. So when our enzymes will go and break down the urea, it will not oxidize, it will bioremediate. So it will not release the ammonia, so that you will not get the bad smell. So we kill the root cause. Same with the cafeteria. In cafeteria, what gives the bad smell? Your food waste and your oil. When it oxidizes, when your oil in the drain pipes, it will oxidize when the oil or is accommodated on the floor or something. When it oxidizes, gives a bad smell. Ammonia, methane, hydrogen sulfide, and all. Basically, there you get methane and hydrogen sulfide. So when we'll go and break down the molecular structure of oil or protein or carbohydrate, and eat it and clean it off, so it will not give you the bad smell. So this is the process that we follow as a bioenzymes to give you the cleaning. So we basically kill the root cause. That's why you will get we will eliminate the bad smell. And this process is called bioremediation. Another question is, can we have the STP demonstration? Definitely, we can give you that STP demonstration. You please share your details. Our team will be there to show you the demonstration. Another question was, can we meet and discuss about the waterless urinal in the factory of Madanji and their STP plant? Definitely, Madanji, we will love to visit your facility, give you the solutions. If you have the oily floor, if you have the bad smell in your urinal, we can convert your existing urinal into waterless, and we can take care of your STP plants also. And we will show you how much saving we are going to give you. Want to know more about waterless urinal concept, Anandji? This is basically, as we know, when we urinate, 95% of the urine is having the water. Then why I require water to drain the water? This is just a myth. If I'm not using water, then my urinal will give the bad smell. Basically, we are trying to throw away the urine from our premises, so that when bad smell will come, it should not come in my washroom. So what we are doing, we are targeting the root cause. The root cause is urea, which is available in our urine. When that urea get the moisture and oxygen, it will oxidize. This is a natural process. You cannot do anything. When it will oxidize, and automatically it will release ammonia that gives us the bad smell. So if we use the enzyme named urease will go and break down the urea, but it will not release the ammonia. It will release the nitrogen. Okay. And that was the best part in our system. Our system are all the products you can say are running factory because they are the microbes there, microbes who secrete enzyme. Like suppose I'm a microbe, I will secrete urease. So I will go inside your urinal. I will secrete the urease. Urease will break down the urea. And because I'm a living being, I need food. So that broken part of your urea is my food. I will eat it off. When I eat it off, I will mutate and become 2. And then I will release 2 urease enzyme. They will break the 2 molecules. I will eat it up. Then I will come 4. So out of 4, 3 will eat. They will keep secrete. 4th will die because he will not get the food and he will become the food of another microbe because microbe is made with protein and fat. So this is how the system works. So we can take care of your, we can easily convert your urinal into waterless urinal and we can take care of your bad smell. Anything else?
So just
kitchen demo. How much time enzyme take to clean kitchen demo? With the blink of your eye, we will show you, we will break the oil. This is the fast reaction enzymes and microbes can do. So in the time you are taking care of in your kitchen drain, you just pour the drain cleaner in your kitchen drain, leave it overnight. It will break down all the oils and everything. In the morning, when you use the water, your drain is clean. If it is filled with the oil and organic matter, if it is filled with caustic soda because of the cleaning chemicals you are using, it has lots of caustic soda, or if it is filled with the water hardness, it will take some more time. Then we have the solution for that also. We will give you another solution.
Thank you, Kshitij. So people, just as a thing, the microbes and the enzymes that we're talking of here are typically non-stop workforce, which works even when you are sleeping. So the important thing here to understand is it's a natural process, and that's the same process that goes out in your soil where the microbes are converting all your vegetable waste and all your organic waste into soil again. It's a similar process that's happening here. It's a continuous process. So in the office cleaning process, I assume that 80 to 90% waste is organic, whether it's oil, food, the urinals, the waste discharge from the WCs, all that is organic matter. And all that we are trying to say is organic matter can be converted to much more friendly gases and water, which typically allows the system to remain flushed at all times. So even when we have gone out for demonstrations where even in the industrial units where we have grease and oil being produced from an automotive unit, we could actually convert that grease into again more friendly materials, which basically can then allow the pipes to open up again and the flow to be continuous. So yes, to answer your question, whether it's a cafeteria or a washroom, it's possible to digest the waste and convert that into a form which is more eco-friendly and
like I
also
give you
reduce the
example,
amount of
Gurpreet. Like if you use any of the bioenzyme cleaner, after using the bioenzyme cleaner, whatsoever the rinse water you get, that rinse water act as a fertilizer if you use it in your plant. I'm using it at my home.
Yes, I'm sure. Thank you, Suresh. Thank you, Kshitij, for clarifying that. So, important to note, yes, currently you have deodorizers, you have urinal mats, you have chemicals, you're putting perfume cans onto your washroom. All that is pure pollutants. All that we are saying is we can do away with all that. So no urinal mats, no urinal cubes, no air diffusers within your washrooms, no exhaust fans. So that's when we are trying to convert. When we say energy conservation, and we really talk about how to make your premises more eco-sustainable, the effect is actually multiplier. The impact and the change that comes along with using some of these products will probably not be, sometimes it's purely rupee to rupee, but at times the savings and the implications could be far more reaching, far more impactful than what you can see on the floor immediately. To clarify, Advait talked about the RO machines. The problem is that rest of the world can drink tap water, we can't. So for the time being, like Advait said, it's the only option we have. How is it that we can minimize the wastage of water which is produced by the RO plant? Can we give our employees and our customers alkaline mineralized water? Is what we are solving the problem with. So whether we go for a ban on ROs is one aspect. Two, is the amount of diesel that we are burning to bring in the water, is it justified? Yes or no? All these are questions that you need to ask internally within your own organizations. And also, are we cleaning all our premises using eco-friendly materials? Are we using tools and resources which will reduce the impact on our environment? Are questions that you need to ask. And if we can be a part of that discussion, it'll be our honor and pleasure. So thank you very much, people. Thank you, participants. I guess, thank you, panelists, for being there. We will try and do one more session where we'll cover some other aspects which can help you achieve your ESG goals and also reduce your carbon footprint. If there are any queries, any questions that you would like to send to us, we will be sharing our contact details, and you can share the same with us shortly. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
everyone. Thank you. Thank you very much.
People.